Well, I'm doing this video just a little bit different to usual because things didn't quite go to plan. I've been out to shoot on location, but I didn't do any pieces to camera because, well, for several reasons actually. So for this shoot I've been using a new camera. Well, actually it's an old camera, because I wanted to show that it's not the camera that's important, hopefully to prove it's the person behind the camera that matters. Well, it's been a while since I've been out to shoot. I haven't done any videos for a while, so I thought I'd just go out, have a walk around. So I went to a couple of local reservoirs. As I say, just to go for a walk. It didn't really matter where I went, the location wasn't important. It was just getting out there and starting to look for subjects again. So one of these places I've been to before, one I hadn't, so it was a new location for me, but the whole point was just getting out there and having a look around. So I find these locations by just going out for a walk. I often take the dog and just go for a walk around, and I find locations near me. So if you've not got a dog, get a dog. Actually, that's not the right reason to get a dog, is it? Get a dog for the right reasons, but it may improve your photography. So the camera I was using was an old Panasonic GF1, which is a micro four thirds camera. It was actually my very first micro four thirds camera. It's just an old camera, very cheap, ideal if you're a beginner. 12 megapixels, which is ideal for making A4 prints. And the lens I coupled this with is a 14 to 42mm zoom lens. This is just a kit lens, but again, ideal for the beginner. It's not the sharpest of lenses, a little bit soft in the corners, but it's fine if you keep to those mid apertures, ideal for landscapes. So yes, you will get better quality results with more megapixels in the camera and a better quality lens, but it's ideal for the beginner if you're new and just learning photography. And to keep things in budget, I used an old tripod of mine. This is a Manfrotto 290, which is very similar to their 190 series. You can buy second hand very easily. And this is a really light tripod, but really sturdy. And I coupled this with their excellent 486 ball head. Again, very cheap, but rock solid. And I took just two filters with me. A all-purpose 2-stop grad, one of my favourite graduated filters, and also a Cokin polarizer. With these two, I was ready for anything. Now the reason I didn't do any pieces to camera that day was well, I hadn't really intended to do any video. I was just going out there for my own photography, just to get out there, get inspired, get motivated again. B, because it was so windy, it was almost impossible to get some decent audio because it was just such a strong wind. And C, when I got to the first reservoir, there was all sorts of works going on. There was workmen, machines, loads of noise. It was just pointless me doing anything to camera. But I did get some pictures, and here's how I got on. So as you can see, this camera is just as basic as it comes, just a basic digital camera. I didn't even have a viewfinder, just using the LCD screen on the back. But I was shooting in my way I always do, which is shooting in aperture priority, using apertures around f8, manual focused, and just going out there and finding some compositions. So after that I went to my next location, which was another reservoir. This is one I hadn't been to before, and it actually didn't work out so well. I couldn't find any viewpoints, couldn't find the subjects I wanted, and so I came away empty-handed. But that didn't matter. It was, again, just going for an explore, just going for a walk. I wander around, try and find some shots. It didn't really matter. Some locations work, some don't. But I went back the next day, not to walk around this time, but to drive around. I wanted to drive around some of the hillsides that surround those reservoirs, see if I could find a more elevated view to do at least one more shot from that area. And I did. All this was just a cheap camera, a cheap kit, and a non-glamorous location. Just getting out there, going for an explore, walking around, trying to find some subjects. It's as easy as that.